Good evening and welcome to State of Business on our television. I'm Nadun Sirivardhana. Let's have a look at the headlines. Government rolls out Budget 2026, cuts deficit, hikes welfare spending. Sri Lanka launches Gem City to revolutionize jewellery trade. News in detail. President Anurukumara Dissanayake convened preliminary discussions yesterday to finalize the 2026 budget framework for the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. The meeting focused on aligning funding with national development goals and youth empowerment initiatives. The high-level budget review emphasized strategic investments in three core areas: grassroots sports development, vocational training programs, and digital infrastructure for youth entrepreneurship. President Dissanayake directed officials to prioritize funding for rural sports facilities and athlete training programs ahead of upcoming international competitions. Significant attention was given to expanding the National Youth Skills Development Program, which currently trains over 50,000 annually in tech-related fields. The President stressed the need for modernizing sports infrastructure across all provinces, with particular focus on cricket and volleyball training centers. Discussions also covered enhanced funding for disability-inclusive sports programs and university sports scholarships. Treasury officials confirmed that the proposed budget includes provisions for public-private partnerships to upgrade major stadiums and youth recreation centers. The meeting concluded with directives to establish a monitoring committee to ensure efficient utilization of allocated funds and measurable outcomes. The Ratnapura International Gem and Jewellery Show concluded yesterday, marking a triumphant showcase of Sri Lanka's gem heritage. Preliminary reports indicate the three-day event exceeded trade expectations, further solidifying the country's position in the global gem market. This year's exhibition at Palmadalla saw remarkable participation from international buyers and local gem traders, with early estimates suggesting a 30% increase in transactions compared to last year. The event featured Sri Lanka's finest gems, including the coveted cornflower blue sapphires and rare Padmaraja stones, all sourced directly from the Ratnapura's rich deposits. A key highlight was the introduction of streamlined export procedures and VAT refund services, which significantly enhanced buyer convenience. Several B2B meetings resulted in long-term trade agreements, particularly with emerging markets in East Asia and the Middle East. Educational sessions on gem authentication and sustainable mining practices drew large crowds, reflecting growing industry interests in ethical sourcing. The accompanying field trips to traditional mining sites provided visitors with unique insights into Sri Lanka's gem heritage. With over 150 exhibitors representing the full spectrum of the industry, from mining to precision cutting and jewellery manufacturing, the event successfully bridged traditional craftsmanship with modern technology. Organizers have already announced plans to expand next year's edition, anticipating even greater international participation. Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amarasuriya emphasized Ratnapura's pivotal role in Sri Lanka's gem industry during her Gem City 2025 address, highlighting how the sector fuels national economic growth and sustains thousands of livelihoods. She pledged new government initiatives to support miners and exporters while preserving the region's rich gem heritage.
Sri Lanka, historically known as Ceylon, has been a leading source of sapphires for centuries. Traders from across the world have long sought our gemstones, and today some of these treasures are displayed in renowned institutions such as the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History. Many of our finest gemstones have come from the Sabaragamuwa province, particularly Ratnapura, which, as we all know, is known as the City of Gems. Yet, we must ask whether Ratnapura has received the global recognition this heritage deserves, and whether it lives up to its reputation and prestige as the City of Gems in Sri Lanka. A large proportion of Ratnapura's population is engaged in the gem industry, from mining to lapidary work and heat treatment. Their skills have contributed significantly to the national economy through the production of high-quality gemstones for export. However, export revenue from gems and jewelry has yet to reach its potential.
Stay tuned, we will return after this commercial break. Welcome back. Sri Lanka Customs has achieved its highest ever monthly revenue of 235 billion rupees in July 2025, surpassing all previous records. Officials credit this to stricter import monitoring and digital clearance systems that reduce smuggling and improved compliance. The unprecedented revenue collection reflects successful implementation of the Customs Department's digital reforms, including automated valuation systems and real-time tracking of high-risk shipments. With this figure representing approximately 30% of total government tax income, the achievement strengthens Sri Lanka's fiscal position amid ongoing IMF-backed reforms. Officials from the customs noted that the revenue surge came despite reduced import volumes of non-essentials, indicating improved tariff capture rates. Economists suggest these funds could ease pressure on upcoming budget allocations for infrastructure and social programs, while demonstrating progress in curtailing trade-based revenue leaks that have historically plagued the system. Now, the Presidential Media Division has initiated a landmark workshop series to equip senior government executives with advanced artificial intelligence skills, marking a major step in Sri Lanka's digital transformation agenda. This intensive training program, developed in collaboration with leading tech universities and international experts, will provide hands-on instructions in AI-driven policymaking, automated public service delivery, and data analytics for governance. Over 6 months, more than 500 department heads and ministry secretaries will undergo 120 hours of specialized training covering machine learning applications, ethical AI frameworks, and cybersecurity protocols tailored for government operations. Participants will work with real government data sets during practical sessions, developing solutions for current bureaucratic challenges. The program includes post-training mentorship, with officials required to implement at least one AI-based improvement in their departments within 6 months of completion. The initiative follows successful pilot projects where AI reduced customs clearance times by 40% and improved accuracy in social welfare beneficiary selection. The government has allocated 280 million rupees for the first phase, with plans to expand training to provincial and local government levels in 2026. The Sri Lanka Australia New Zealand Business Council hosted its 30th annual general meeting in Colombo, featuring high-level discussions on accelerating Sri Lanka's digital transformation. The event was attended by the High Commissioners of Australia and New Zealand alongside newly elected council leadership. The meeting, held at the Ceylon Chamber of Commerce, emphasized strengthening economic ties between Sri Lanka, Australia and New Zealand. Australian High Commissioner Paul Stevens commended Sri Lanka's resilience during recent economic challenges and stressed the importance of reforms in areas such as export diversification, digitalization and vocational education to prepare for upcoming debt repayments. New Zealand High Commissioner David Pine highlighted the strong collaboration between the three nations, particularly in tourism, agriculture and education, while congratulating the newly appointed council leadership. Chandana Amaradasa, Managing Director of Island Leisure Lanka, was elected as the new President of the Council for the 2025 and 2026 terms. He outlined his vision to enhance support for small and medium enterprises, improve market access and attract investment in Sri Lanka's tourism sector, which boasts over 50,000 hotel rooms. The event also included a panel discussion on accelerating Sri Lanka's digital economy, underscoring the Council's commitment to fostering innovation and economic growth. The Council pledged to continue its efforts in promoting trade, investment and partnerships among the three nations in the coming years. Stay tuned for the stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on positive notes today. The All Share Price Index gained by 252.16 points to close at 20,470.52, and the S&P SL20 gained by 102.62 points to close at 5,997.46. The turnover was over 7.7 billion rupees and over 247 million shares were traded. Up next are forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.